So today I have a killer tier list video. Now this is all just opinion and what I get out of playing each of these killers, but I would love to see your guys' feedback and what you agree with and disagree with in the comments. Also, please subscribe because it'll help me consistently upload videos. Go check out my Twitch. I stream every night around 10 p.m. Central and I will leave the link in the description. Alright, so we're going to start off with Nurse right away. We're going to put Blight up there as well, and we're going to put Spirit there. Now, Nurse, strongest killer in the game. Her blink power, her power in general is just so good. I mean, it always has been the best. It's a very hard power to learn. Nurse is very hard to learn. But once you learn her and once you get good with her, she's amazing. Best killer in the game. Second right now, I would say is Blight because of his rushes and the way people are progressing with them. I mean, all you see is like Blights and Nurses, right? That's all people are seeing at high MMR. It's because they're the best two killers in the game. There's no way around it. Third, I would say Spirit because Spirit is still very strong. Spirit is very unpredictable. She's a great killer. And she did get a nerf. But honestly, I think she needed that nerf. Before that, she was just so strong. And it annoyed a lot of people to play against her. But in my opinion, she is still in S tier, right behind Blight. We're going to jump down to D tier and we're going to put Trickster there. And we're going to put Trapper one above Trickster. So I think Trickster is the worst killer in the game. I don't like playing Trickster. I think he's the most boring for me to play. I know a lot of people have fun playing him. He's just not that good. He's not strong. He takes a while to get it down. I mean, he will almost always get the down, but it just takes a while in chase. You know, he can't just like insta down someone like a lot of killers' powers, or he's a ranged killer. I mean, he's weak. He's in my opinion, the worst killer in the game. Now, Trapper has always been one of the worst killers. He's a great killer to learn in the beginning when you first start out playing Killer in Dead by Daylight. But he's always just been a weak killer. And he has an awful early game. Obviously, he has to set up his traps. And by that time, 2 or 3 gens are popped. And maybe his traps are disarmed by then. But I don't know. Trapper's just second worst killer in the game. Now I'm going to go up to Sadiko or the Onryo. A lot of people think she's strong. A lot of people think she is weak. I personally think she's like in the middle. She's average. Her add-ons can make her very well played, or very good, I should say. A lot of people do play her very well, but she just doesn't have that much upside in a lot of areas, and I think she's just like high C tier, in my opinion. I wouldn't put her any higher. I would not put her any lower. Now I'm going to put Nemesis in A tier right now. This is no order yet. I will get there in a minute. But Nemesis has a great power with his Tentacle Strike. He can still M1. He has zombies. He has add-ons that can speed the zombies up. He has add-ons that can tier his power up quicker. And with certain perks, Nemesis can be one of the best killers in the game. And he's a lot of fun to play. I like playing against him, and I do like playing him. He's just a very strong killer all around. Next, I'm going to put Oni in A tier. Oni has a great power with his Demon, Blood Fury, whatever the hell it's called. But he's just great. He has a great power. It's a lot of fun to use. It's hard to get good with at first, but he's not that hard to learn. Great power, though. Lots of fun to play. I like playing against him. Just a well-balanced killer in the game. Next, Artist is A tier. Artist has a very good anti-loop. Now, her map pressure is good too because she can shoot birds across the map. She can find out where survivors are, what gens they are working on. And on loop, she puts birds down and survivors can't run that way. But if they turn back, they run into her and she can just M1 them. I think she's a very good killer, and I'm going to say she's high A tier right now. Huntress is going A tier. I think she's above Artist. Huntress is just one of the most fun killers to play. I am a Huntress main. I play a lot of Huntress. I have a lot of hours on Huntress. And she's just so much fun to play. She's fun to play against. She's the most balanced range killer by far. And she's easy to learn for the most part. I mean, it's hard getting the hatchets down. It's hard getting the aim down with her. But once you learn her, once you get experience with the hatchets and whatnot, she's just a lot of fun. You know, you can win a lot of games. But yeah, I mean, Huntress is definitely high A tier. Legion's going C tier. I don't think Legion's better than Sadiko. I think after his rework, he could be a lot better. I mean, he is getting reworked along with Ghostface, or they're getting buffed, but right now he's just not better than Sadiko. Sadiko is one of the most average killers, I'd say, but she's a lot of fun to play. But Legion's a lot of fun. Legion is so much fun to play with, but he's just not strong. He just is not strong at all, and I think we can all agree on that he is probably like a low C tier, middle C tier, something like that. Clown is going to be... I mean, it could go either way with him or Legion. I'll put him here for now. I'll put him above Legion one. Clown's fun to play. He has good anti-loop. He's just not good, though. I mean, his map pressure isn't good, obviously. He can be a lot of fun once you learn how to throw the bottles, where to throw them, when to use his aced bottles, and when to use his bottles that mess with the survivors. He can be a lot of fun. He is difficult to loop against, but again, he's just not a strong killer. Now I'm going to put Slinger in B tier. Slinger's a low B tier. After his nerf, he is not as much fun to play. Slinger's still a lot of fun to play, but you can't quickscope with him anymore. I mean, didn't they nerf his terror radius too or something like that, so it's bigger now? I guess I don't know exactly, but he's just not as good as he used to be. He's low B tier. Bubba is A tier in my opinion. I'd say lower A tier because his chainsaw, it's a good power. I mean, the add-ons you can put on it, he can chainsaw around so many loops. He can just catch you. He catches you off guard. He can break his pallets with his chainsaws. He's one of the better killers in the game. He's a lot of fun. He's not that hard to learn, actually. Once you get his chainsaw down, you just keep playing him, and he is a lot of fun. Now I'm gonna go with Demo. Demo's B tier. I say Demo's high B tier, low A tier. One of these two. But in my opinion, I think he's a B tier because I'm not very good with Demo. I have fun playing him, but I'm just not good with him. I know a lot of people that do play him that would say he's a higher A tier, but personally for me, he's gonna be in the higher end of B tier. Twins is 100% A tier. A lot of people say Twins needs a nerf. Now, I don't know. I guess I don't have much of an opinion on that right now. I do know that Twins is a very weird playstyle. She promotes slugging with her power. But you don't have to slug with her, but that is definitely... If you're going for wins, you have to kind of slug a little bit. It's very good with Twins. 100%. But yeah, she's higher A tier, for sure. I'm going to go with Ghosty as a higher C tier. I guess I could put him low B tier, but right now I'm just going to put him high C. I like Ghosty. I used to main Ghosty. His add-ons are not good. It's nice to see him getting a rework or a buff. It'll be a lot better for him. He needs that. I do think Myers is a better stalker killer, or the best stealth killer, or the best stalking killer in the game. It's only him and Ghostface, but I mean, in general, Halloween is my favorite movies, so I'm a huge Halloween fan, huge Michael Myers fan. So y'all might not agree with me right now, but I'm putting Myers in the low B tier. But I like Myers. I think he's a lot of fun to play with his add-ons. Insta stalking, tombstone, scratched mirror. There's just a lot of playstyles you can play with Myers, and he's just a lot of fun to play. Doctor is gonna go in A tier for me. I mean, his power is really good. If you know how to use it, if you know how to shock, it's a pretty good anti-loop. He has great map pressure. He can pretty much know wherever any survivors are with his shock therapy. He has great map pressure with that because he can just tell where everyone is. But other than that, he's just an M1 killer, which is the downside, but I'm still going to go with low A tier for Doctor. Pig is C tier. Pig, I'm gonna put her above Clown. Again, it can go either way. But I like playing Pig. Pig's fun. Her power's just not that good. Her traps, it's just not that good. As much fun as she is to play, she's just not a strong killer. Heg is A tier, and I'm gonna put Heg above Bubba here. I don't really like playing Heg. I do think Heg's boring. I know a lot of people like Heg, but she's an M1 and killer. Her traps are good. She has great map pressure with that, but I just don't find much fun playing her, I guess I would say. But other than that, she's still a pretty good killer in the game. Now, Freddy. Freddy is low B tier. He used to be an S tier killer, but now he can be fun to play with dream pallets and whatnot, but dream snares just aren't that good, and a lot of survivors know how to play against him. Again, he's just an M1 and killer. He can teleport, but he's just not that much fun to play, and he's not great. That's why I'm putting him low B tier. Pinhead is a B tier killer. Ah, shit. Yeah, high B tier. I'm gonna put Slinger back here more. Yeah, Pinhead is high B tier, low A tier. He can be very good. He can be very tough to play against if you don't know where his chains are going, or if you don't know how exactly to play against him, like when you need to get the box, or when you need to run away from the loop if he pulls out his chains, and he can just be very good. It's confusing to learn against him, but he's a lot of fun. I like him in the game. I think he's a great fit for the game. Wraith, I'm gonna go. You could go high C or low B. I'm gonna go high C tier, just in front of Ghostface. There we go. His power's alright. He's good to play when you're learning. He can be a lot of fun to play with certain add-ons. Obviously, the Silent Bell add-ons, or like increased movement speed, or increase like breaking pallets speed and damaging gens speed. His map pressure is good. They buffed him with his invisibility across the map, kind of like Nightmare, but he's an M1 killer at the end of the day. He's a lot of fun, but he's not much better than a low B tier or high C tier. We'll go with Plague. I think Plague's high B tier, just below Pinhead. I mean, I could put Pinhead in low A tier, but I'll stick with this for now. But Plague, she's good. If you have a good Swift against you, though, you're pretty much done, because they will not cleanse and you will not get your power, right? So she struggles in that area, but if you're playing against a team that actually cleanses and they give you your power, Plague can be very good, and she can be an amazing killer in the game. But would I say higher than B tier? Probably not. Billy. I'm putting Billy high B, because I think Billy can be played at A tier. And I've seen a lot of Billy mains that play him so well, and he's gotten nerfed a lot, but Billy's still fun. Everyone likes Billy. He's a lot of fun to play. He is very hard to learn. One of the hardest killers in the game to learn. But once you learn him, once you get the chainsaw down, he's so much fun. And he's definitely a killer that everyone likes and everyone enjoys. The last killer we got is Pinhead, and Pinhead is A tier. I am putting Pinhead above Heg, and I'm gonna bring Nemesis back here a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better. Oni, Artist, Twins. Yeah, it's something like this. Something like this. It's not a perfect order, but this is what I am gonna go with for now. It's just my opinion. It's probably not right, but in my opinion, from playing these killers. Pyramid Head, great power. A lot of fun to play. A lot of fun to play against. It is a little bit of a guessing game. But if you know where to put his Trail of Torment, if you know when to pull up his power, if you have the right perks, he can be great. And his add-ons with extra range can actually help a lot when you're using his power. And I would say, yeah, he's probably middle A tier, high on the higher end of A tier for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of you may agree with these. I know a lot of you may disagree. But again, leave me your feedback in the comments. Like the video. Please subscribe, it'll help me out so much. And I will see you guys with the next video. Peace out.